What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my second attempt at my Stardust Assault Mode deck profile that I recently deleted somehow. It worked out because I was able to recover the Spiral video, but we're back with one of the decks that use one of my favorite monsters in the game. For those of you who don't know, Assault Mode is a deck that revolves around summoning a stronger, cooler version of certain popular Synchro monsters. While there are a few of these Assault Mode monsters, Stardust Dragon Assault Mode is without a doubt the best one out of all of them, so it's going to be the focus of this deck. With the new support, this deck has really gotten good now. As Side Reflector, the new level 1 tuner is capable of being a 1-card starter into any Synchro monster of your choice with the ability to set up Assault Mode activate for it. The way this works is that Reflector can search any card with the Assault Mode text in its name, mainly Assault Beast. From there, Beast can activate his effect to discard and search the trap card Assault Mode activate. Reflector's second effect then allows it to reveal activate in the hand to revive Assault Beast and change its level anywhere from 4 to 8, giving you that Synchro play. It's a really good card, also summonable by Emergency Teleport, making it an engine alone and sometimes in decks. Assault Sentinel helps set up this combo by being another way to summon Reflector from the deck. Summoner Monk was also considered to help boost the chances of getting Sentinel, all in hopes you could get Reflector as soon as possible, but it wasn't necessary. Trying to make this as Yusei themed as possible, I added a small Synchron engine just to help turbo out the other combo of the deck, and that is the highly loved Hulk of Fibrax / Auroradon combo. While Stardust Assault Mode is terrifying to face, he is along with one of the best negates in the game, and it isn't too difficult for some decks to push past that. The Auroradon combo helps provide some extra negates and board presence with Borolo Savage Dragon, and potentially something else. Some of the extra deck is heavily geared for the anime vibes as there are a few Signer Dragons, but for competitive purposes you can change a lot of these cards. While hand traps can sometimes be personal preference, Ghost Bell has the highly needed ability in this deck to protect Stardust from Call by the Grave, which can be a nightmare here. Psyframe Gear Gamma actually works amazing in this deck as well, since you will be tributing Assault Mode and leaving your field open sometimes, giving you another form of disruption. If your opponent tries to Ash Blossom or use a monster effect to stop your Tenki or 1-for-1, landing the Gamma Negate also gives you a free Stardust. Ghost Bell or Ash Blossom isn't mandatory if you want to commit to more extenders or other useful techs, but definitely try to keep Gamma no matter what. Getting into the combo itself, we have our good friend Patrick here as the opponent, and this hand is actually kind of dumb since we have 3 Assault Mode activates. While this can look like a bad thing, it can be good in a way, as the only thing better than one Stardust Assault Mode is multiple copies of it. While it's tough to summon multiples in one turn, having the traps can set you up for later turns if you get another Stardust, so you can attack with it and then tribute it for Assault Mode to attack again. Call by the Grave and Ghost Bell is amazing for protection, so I see this hand as a win. The Auroradon combo can be risky if your opponent has Nibiru, as you're taking up quite a bit of summons, as opposed to the old Reflector Synchro play into Stardust. If for whatever reason you have reason to fear Nibiru, consider playing it safe, as once you hit Auroradon, Nibiru is live. If you want to risk it a bit, you could run Herald of the Arclight for the immediate summon after Auroradon and Despot, just in case your opponent gets greedy with trying to wait for Nibiru. You will lose out though on Boroload if you do this, however. Power Tool is an amazing way to get a revival spell if you don't already draw into it. Getting this helps beef up the board, and you can actually go into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon if you wanted to, alongside Assault Mode Stardust as opposed to Boroload. This is probably matchup specific though, since Boroload can negate spells or traps instead. I do have a double Assault Mode play here technically, but I believe I didn't want to be too rude here, which is why I went for Borolo Savage. Ideally you won't have this many traps, so this is the board you want to end on for the most part. From here on out, you want to just disrupt your opponent until you can get another Synchro play for another Assault Mode, or something to really hurt your opponent badly. Stardust is really hard to get rid of, as tributing himself protects him at the same time, unless he is removed from the grave through Call by the Grave or DD Crow or something. If he is destroyed, Stardust Dragon is revived from the grave, and in our case we can make another Assault Mode right away. Up against Sky Strikers here, this is kind of bad since we did already waste our 2 negates, which proves even this kind of board isn't perfect. Sadly, Assault Mode must be summoned from the deck in attack mode, or else I would have gladly sacrificed Boroload and Auroradon to save a negate. Part of this is because Patrick has some cheap ass Destiny draw skill always on when he duels people, but we're gonna have to deal with that. I also could have allowed Assault Mode to be destroyed since we have another setup, but it felt kind of unneeded since we aren't in danger of being OTK. If Shark Cannon becomes a concern, then we can be in definite danger if we didn't have Ghost Bell in the hand. With Assault Mode coming back and no other cards on the field to worry about, we're pretty much in a good spot to take this duel next turn. To make things even better, I'm going to top deck Assault Sentinel by activating my Destiny Draw skill, and that's pretty much going to seal victory as we have 4 attacks and 2 negates with the extra Stardust summon. Beating your opponent into surrendering by not letting them play is the goal, but if you do have to dish out damage like right now, using previously set Assault mode activates can help for multiple attacks. You do have to keep one in the hand for Side Reflector's revive effect, so a second Assault Beast in the main deck can help in other situations. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoy the replays. Like and comment on the video. I'll catch you guys next time.
世界の平和を守るため勇気と力をドッキングシンクロ召喚愛と正義の使者パワーツールドラゴンパワーツールドラゴンのモンスター効果パワーサーチ集いし願いが新たに輝く星となる光さす道となれシンクロ召喚飛翔せよスターダストドラゴントラップ発動バスターモードいでよスターダストドラゴンスラッシュバスタースターダストドラゴンスラッシュバスターのモンスター効果スターダストドラゴンスラッシュバスターの攻撃アサルトソニックバーン